monument to being better than anyone. So tell me something I don't.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Brent Brookhouse. I am here with All Ego Ethan Page. We're trying something experimental today. We're going back and watching The Purge 3 from Alpha-1, doing, I guess, a live commentary track, for lack of a better way to phrase it. So,
yeah, and a little bit of insider tips while watching the show. So if anyone has already listened, if anyone has already watched the show on Powerbomb TV, just knowing what was going through my head or the wrestler's head, yada, yada, yada. It's an interesting listen. So even if you're not going to watch live, it'll still be a good podcast. I'm sure some of these wrestlers won't be able to keep my attention for the entire duration of the show because I don't watch wrestling.
Which also gives us a chance to, do our regular banner and kind of talk a little bit. I have not watched the show, so this is all new for me.
No, this is good. This is good. I'm excited about this. Our big thing is the audio. Obviously, I want you to be able to listen to it because crowd noise is a big part for us for creating special moments and stuff like that. So I am very excited to see your thoughts.
Yeah, this will be an experience, if nothing else. So
here's the thing. If anything arises, a.k.a. my daughter is literally still awake and will not go to sleep, but I'm so devoted to this podcast and our listeners and promoting Powerbomb.tv, use promo code ALPHA and the number 1. You get 20 days for free, so you can watch this along with us at no cost to you, but I'm handling a very grumpy baby right now. So if you need to pause it, I will say, hey, we need to pause. Let's pause in 3, 2, 1, pause. Just like we're going to start, we're going to say 3, 2, 1, play. And on play, you push it.
Right, so you should have it queued up to the very, very beginning, 0 seconds in.
Yes.
All right, are you ready to do this?
Dude, I'm so ready. Are you?
I am very ready.
No, I'm not ready. I pushed a button. I screwed. No, my baby pushed another button. I am not ready. Not even close. Oh my God! What are you? Damn it! Hold on. Oh, okay. No, now it's not paused. Okay, hold on. I'm going to the very start. Very, very start. This is not good. Hold on. Okay. Give me a split second.
All right, I'm going to let you do that
This
countdown.
should all get edited out, yeah.
Oh, every time I screw up and I say I'm going to edit that out, I get shit to not edit it out.
Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, play.
All right.
We got the logo on here. The Purge 3. Are you excited at all, or?
Oh, I'm actually very excited. So. Okay, we've got the show going.
Yeah. Got tag champs here. So these two guys here, Dr. Dan, most known for AIW, and then you've got Jim Nye, the science guy, kind of an Alpha-1 regular. And when I pitched them this idea to be a tag team, neither of them wanted to do it. And I was like, no, guys, it'll be good. One of you is a scientist, one of you is a doctor. This will be Western medicine. And I was like, oh my God, I love the Rock and Sock connection. So we should do the Western Med connection. And then they were all on board. So
yeah, I mean, it seems very common sense. If they were characters in WWE, then they would definitely have been put into a team.
Yes, that's exactly it. And that's exactly the way I book. Is 90s WWF. So this was a new thing, actually. Ricky Shane Page suggested, because we're streaming now with Powerbomb, and there's no real limitation, the size of the files kind of thing, I could send them a 7-hour show and they have to air it. Well, they don't have to, but you know what I mean.
But they're not going to not.
Yeah, exactly. So a thing for us was just making sure that we could push the storylines and characters because that's a big thing for us. It's a big part of our presentation, our booking. So we added promos, and that was all Ricky's idea. A lot of promotions like AIW and AAW, they do promos either at the beginning or at the end. And I thought, why not like an episodic show, put the promos in right before their matches to catch people up on what's happening or going on.
Yeah, I mean,
So Ricky Shane Page is in the office at Alpha-1.
Well, he's your brother, so.
That's right. Family. It's a family business. That's why my daughter's going to start crying in 2 seconds and ruin this entire thing. Told you.
Hey, that's all right. It's a family show. Who got tasked with taping the middle rope with the black stripe?
The ring crew.
Fair enough.
There's also caution tape around the building.
Yeah, I see it on
pretty much everywhere.
On the lights back there, on the chandelier. Yeah, I see it.
What are your thoughts on the team of Shane Saber and Space Monkey?
The whole Space Pirates thing?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they work well together. I don't know, it's always been, and you've done a lot with Space Monkey, but it's always been an interesting idea to have him in a story-driven promotion when, there's only...
Well, he's always been in storylines for me.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you've...
Yeah.
But, having somebody else to play off benefits him well. I mean, how long did you run stuff with him and Nye?
Oh, man, for so long. And then they were a tag team called Theory of Evolution, because I figured, a monkey, like, essentially the first Homo sapien on Earth or whatever it was, with a scientist. So I was like, oh, this makes total sense. And then the unevolved version of Jim Nye is getting all the credit. So he turned on him. And then they had a long feud. And then he recreated the Space Monkey with an evil Space Monkey. Then they had a feud. So it's like a never-ending soap opera with a monkey that travels to and from space.
And we definitely just had some kids getting in some shots there.
Yeah. So this match, every match is a lot longer than usual. Guy eating a pizza just chopped in there. So it's a lot longer than usual because we had 5 wrestlers unable to make it. Alex Daniels is one of our champions, Zero Gravity champion. It's kind of like our X Division or Intercontinental title. It's usually a stepping stone to move your way up to the alpha male. And that was another thing, too, is I wanted all of our belts to have a different look and a different name, mostly because I think world and heavyweight title, they shouldn't apply to independent wrestling when you have guys the size of Joey Janela being your top draw, and he might weigh 170, 180 pounds. Or like I'll use Alpha-1 as an example. Alessandro Del Bruno is one of the more established wrestlers, and he weighs 150 pounds. So I didn't want a heavyweight title, and I didn't want a world title because I wanted to be able to put the belt on locals, and it's not being defended around the world. So why would it be a world title? And Alpha Male seemed like if you're the number one animal in your pack or kingdom or whatever, you're the alpha male, so you're the best. You're the number one.
Yeah.
But anyways,
and I mean,
so go ahead.
There was a point also where, like, the big thing was the idea that a promotion had earned the right to say that it's a world title. Like, that was a big thing with ECW when, finally I think it was during Taz's reign where they were kind of given the thumbs up by everybody to call it a world title instead of just a heavyweight. So yeah, I feel like you either have to earn it or, like you said, it has to be getting defended around the world before you just...
It has been, like, our belt's been defended. Some of the belts have been defended in America, all over Canada on multiple shows. So, I mean, that's credit to the guys that have pride in being champions. But back to, I hate that move so much. The rock bottom where the guy drops down on his knee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what a caca move. Yeah, I'm not a fan. So we lost 5 wrestlers, and there was a car accident. Alex Daniels hurt his wrist. So the Ohio guys, Zach Wentz, Ace Austin, Trey Miguel, and Myron Reed were all traveling in together, and they all got in a car accident. Thankfully, they made it to CZW. Thankfully, they didn't get hurt. But the cost was too much to fly 4 people to and from. So they had to pull off, and Alex Daniels hurt his wrist on a show the day before, which I was kind of offended by because I figured, you're a champion. Figured you could at least make the short drive and cut a promo, or someone can make a challenge and we could continue. But whatever. Anyway, so 5 guys didn't come. So we had to fill in. And I gave everyone a lot more time. So the pre-show meeting was essentially me saying, hey, all we did was book 2 wrestlers, 2 guys that worked for us on Friday, because this was a whole weekend of stuff. Oh, hold on. This is cool.
I feel like I'm half a second behind you here.
Oh, possibly. Should I pause it and then unpause it? Did
Oh,
you
no.
get hit with the hoverboard?
That just happened like 2 seconds ago.
All right, I'm going to pause and then unpause for like a second. All right, I think we're good.
All right.
So anyways, what was I talking about? The cancellations? Oh, yeah. So
you
I
booked
only
2
added-
guys because
Yeah,
this
only-
was also the Con Bravo weekend, which,
Yeah,
again, benefit of subscribing to Powerbomb TV.
just got uploaded. And it also got uploaded was an hour and 20-minute Q&A, which turned into like a shoot interview with me, Ricky Shane Page, Gregory Iron, and Steve Brown, and Jim Nye. And it was a lot of fun. But anyways, so we only booked 2 people. We added Cody Lane, ACH student from Texas, who flew down for the weekend just looking for opportunity. He wasn't booked. And he killed it on Friday. Everyone praised his performance in his scramble match. I also really listened to my commentator because he has to watch it live, and he's not a wrestler. So he views the talent on the shows in a way that is not, hey, that's my friend, or this guy pissed me off. Like, he's in our circle, but he's not in the wrestling circle. He has nothing to gain by saying, hey, this guy's really good or this guy's really bad. So anytime he's like, hey, dude, that Cody Lane guy was awesome, I'll go, okay. So then we had the cancellation. We had one guy locally who's been busting his ass, Brent Albright. Or, sorry, not Brent Albright. Holden Albright.
Yeah,
And,
big difference.
Yeah, major difference, especially in the budget. But Holden Albright and Cody Lane. So I said, listen, I'm only adding 1 match instead of 2. I know we lost 2 matches. My thought process is, why would I just add random stuff and see who's available last minute? Why don't I just give the people that these fans pay to see a show, and they at least get to see guys that they're used to and comfortable with? I might have even said this last week, to be honest. But I wanted everyone to have a little bit more time and just put on the best performance that they could. And Holden Albright and Cody Lane to get a good amount of time as 2 guys looking to break out and deliver a match that can fill in for those guys missing the show. And they did exactly that.
Well, the other thing is, I mean, this is a gimmick show, too.
Yeah,
So-
like, I just can't be just adding dudes and
Right.
being like, go out there and
Because
hardcore.
yeah, a regular show, it's like, hey, here's a match between 2 guys, and you're just introducing them to the crowd, whatever, it doesn't. But this is, a gimmick show with
And one of our bigger shows of the year.
right.
Yeah.
You don't just bring in somebody, a 3 or 4. Good God.
Sorry, let's talk about this Jimmy Havoc spot. The paper cut and then pouring a Smirnoff on it. It's so funny. This match is insane. So, like, there's so many things they use in this match that are unconventional hardcore stuff, especially for, like, me. Like I said, I'm WWF hardcore. Like, the main event has a tables match who the hell books tables matches? Ricky Shane Page made fun of me forever because he's like, who does tables matches? I'm like, we do. We do tables matches.
And WWE still. Like, they just did one a couple shows ago.
Exactly.
At
but
Extreme Rules,
we did a proper one. Elimination style.
Which I'm glad you said that, because the Alpha-1 Twitter account posted a photo of someone going through a table, and I was like, well, now I know what happened. But now I don't know what happened, because...
No, you didn't. You do not.
Okay.
Also, the ref could be out and not see the elimination, so you never know. You never know. The budget was spent on tables and ladders and chairs, so...
Well, and I mean, you did talk about some of this stuff last week, but I think it's worth it for people who might not have heard it or who might just check out this podcast because they want to hear this episode, whatever. You limited what guys could use in each match also.
Yeah, I was actually just going to talk about that because, you know, in a show like this, it's like everyone's looking to steal the show, which I want every show. But every show I book, I have limitations for every match where it's like, let's say I don't want any dives till the main event, or I don't want any top rope moves until the main event. Which, if we do a smaller town where it's not like indie fans, it's more families, I'll save things for the main event so that the guys going on last have more stuff to pull out, like Battle by the Big Apple. The main event was the only one that was allowed to do moves off the top because Ricky Shane Page wanted to do a superplex. Oh no, mine just froze. Hand in.
Okay.
So
right.
Warhead, delicious candy. Dr. Dan is that was a stick kick. Space Monkey, martial artist. I don't know if you know that.
I did not.
So, can I be honest with you? If they pitch me this spot, I would be like, hey, can you just not put the candy in my mouth? Because, oh my God, they're actually doing exactly what I thought that would happen to me for real. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, so you just would be worried you'd actually choke on
it. Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like we lost our train of thought there.
Dude, I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Limitation.
Limiting stuff. So all I wanted to make sure was on this show that people used weapons differently, and every match had somewhat different weapons. Obviously, chair is the most generic thing, so multiple people got to use chairs, but we made sure that none of the same spots were repeated. So, like, how you set the chairs up, slamming them through them, moves on them, moves off them, making tables with chairs, shit like that. So it was a very meticulous, like, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And we, as a promotion, respect each other's finishers. So no one else on the show does a rock bottom, not even close to a rock bottom, because I do a spinning rock bottom, or versions of the cutter, stuff like that. Like, it needs to be very different, or don't do it at all. Pile drivers aren't allowed because Kobe Durst. Tombstones aren't allowed because of Josh Alexander. So we're very meticulous when it comes to things like that, and wrestlers are very respectful of that, which, I don't know, I feel like since I care so much, they're willing to care.
Yeah, I mean, it does make for a better experience in a lot of ways. I mean, I guess some people might be turned off by the idea, but, I mean, God, you go to shows...
But would the fans be turned off by it? I don't think so.
No, I think the people who would be turned off by it are, like, the smarkiest, just douchebag fans.
Well, I was going to say, I don't think fans watching, unless they know this, would ever be like, well, I can't believe Ethan Page is... Are those skewers?
That looks like skewers.
Oh! Back suplex on the apron.
It's skewers, okay.
It is skewers.
Yeah. Working over the tail.
So, damn. There's a big misconception with all the wrestlers, because I obviously, like, I edit the shows, but I don't actually watch them. I watched them afterwards. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that so quickly, but I watched them afterwards. But while I'm editing them, I don't watch them. I'm watching the camera to make sure that like he's not filming the floor or whatever, and that the angles are perfect. So like the actual timing of the spots or anything like that, is that tax?
He said thumbtacks.
Okay, I believe it.
Thumbtacks and a duct taped banana?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Double suplex into the tax? Is this happening? No. Yo, imagine one of those skewers got put up your butt, though, which happened to me once in Chicago against the other ego, Robert Anthony, in a cage match. He brought skewers, and he was like, hey, man, can I put these in your head? I was like, no. Are you out of your damn mind? And he's like, well, I brought them, so we should use them. And I was like, sure, put them in my tights. I'm like, so it looks like you put them in my butt. And he's like, oh, I guess. And that's exactly what happened. And Shane Saber's kissing. Oh, he stole the mist from him! That's so cool.
Oh, God, what was...
Well, that was smart. You see Saber went to do the finish, like the monkey flip spot into the spear, but he would have done it into the tax, so they moved to the other corner.
Yeah, plus that ended up being a better corner for where the hard
Camera
was anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Which seems oh, we've got a fireball.
I love how he just went to the bar. give me some water at the bar, bro. Drop kick to the dick.
Oh, and this is
Oh! Yo.
okay.
That was cool.
All right, so his tail is taped up, drags it through the tax to get the tax to stick.
Yeah,
does the tail whip
tape
for the pin.
I like that. Oh, this was a big victory, too. First time they won the tag titles together. I hate giving away all my secrets, but I feel like if a show opens with a title change, it sets the mood for the rest of the event in a sense that anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
I obviously don't do that every show because that would become extremely predictable. But, yeah, if I do title changes, most of the time they're right before intermission, in the opener, or in the main event, obviously.
Can I just add that that's like the perfect amount of violence for these two teams? Like on a no DQ hardcore show, there's still like a fun gimmicky side to it, but it's still definitely violent beyond what a normal match between those teams is.
Exactly. And they were so creative with what they did. Like the finish is a tack to the head and a fireball.
Yeah, there was a fireball and then being hit with effectively a foreign object covered in tacks.
Yeah, but in a creative way. Creepy ass mask. Holden Albright, not Brent Albright. Holden Albright cutting a promo there. So we were doing these promos, and he started just talking to the camera, and he's holding the mask, and I was like, "Why don't you talk to the mask?" I'm like it's like Al Snow, obviously. And he's like, "Oh, I've never thought of that." So now, hopefully, he's got another angle he can do and add to his obviously creepy and weird look. Commentary, Reed Duffy, best commentator on earth, explaining that people got in car accidents and didn't show up, and that's why this match is happening. He was like, "How do you want me to explain this?" I go, "Just tell the truth." He's like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yeah, there was a real car accident. Someone got hurt. This is not a lie. And these two guys filled in, and they're looking for an opportunity. Boom. Now this match is valuable to not only the wrestlers, but the fans."
Right. There's a coolness to the suspension of disbelief that you take on when you're watching wrestling, but then there's also, we're not dumb. So
exactly.
You can say that there was a car accident.
Wicked dive by Cody Lane, though.
I think I've told you before, but I hate the low rings.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hate them too. It's just availability for where we live. I don't
I get
own
it.
a ring.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's fucking suck, and sometimes it's great. The guy goes for a dive, gets hit with a chair.
Yeah.
I say that as a wrestler and promoter because I hate the Sabu chair throw because someone could legitimately get hurt
Yeah.
in the crowd.
All right, so match 2, we get a chair. Match 2, we get a ladder.
Yes. So this ladder was actually a rib and a bet. This ladder has been on 10 Alpha-1 shows and has yet to break because of the way it's built and the framing of it. So I bet both of these guys. I said, hey, you want to use the unbreakable ladder? And they were like, ho, 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 nothing's unbreakable. And I was like, yeah, this ladder is. And there's a bunch of clips of people trying to break it. Ricky Shane Page took a superplex through it. Nope, didn't break. Guy did a dive onto like a ladder structure with it. Nope, didn't break. So I was like, look, I'll give you double your pay if you break the ladder. They started agreeing to it. And then one of the wrestlers in the meeting was like, dude, that's a dangerous ass ladder. It's not going to break. I promise you. So I go, triple. And they go, okay, done. So let's see if they can get it done.
Well, that's exciting now.
Yeah. Getting chopped here.
Also, just to throw this out there, every time that you say Ricky Shane Page, I just picture the blood spray off his head from this past weekend, and it still freaks
how
me out.
epic was that?
It's so cool, but so weird. Like,
So
creepy.
cool. How did that happen? I have no idea. I don't know if it's because of his body size, body weight, or body motion of like going upside down.
I saw one angle that made it look like it was actually just flying out off of his hair, like his hair whipped and it was covered in blood. But I like the idea that it just sprayed out of his head better.
I'm pretty sure it's sprayed because he went upside down and then, so like, I guess the way you're, like, you know, when you hurt your ankle, you say, oh, lift your feet, right? So the blood goes to it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, ladder did not break on that.
Okay. So whip into the ladder. Ladder doesn't break.
Yeah. Yet. Let's see if they can. I gave every match time, so they're only a couple minutes in. Oh, now my dogs are barking.
Charge into the ladder. Nothing going to break it there. I like this lane guy.
Yeah, he's great. Definitely impressed me and everyone else that did my show. Student of ACH.
He broke the ladder. He broke the ladder.
Yeah. You're telling the guy that had to pay him 3 times his pay. I know he broke the ladder. Duh. I had to pay the guy. But he also cheated, the son of a bitch, because he lifted the back leg so that technically he only went through one part of the ladder, not the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could tell when they went into the corner. There's no reason to raise the. There's no reason to raise the one side unless it's just to weaken the.
Yep, the support. Yep, bastard. Hey, I paid up though. It was the hardest $30 I've ever had to give someone.
Eh.
That was a $10 paid joke.
It took a second because
I was like, dude, come on. How are you not laughing at this?
I was stuck watching the match video. You know,
that was a joke, by the way. People listening.
Still would have been better than some guys.
Oh yeah, Alpha-1. Alpha-1 prides itself on never not paying everyone that's ever worked for them, other than Cody Rhodes, who I paid handsomely in a tip many times because we did so well on. What a wicked senton! Because we did so well on autographs. A lot of people like to say they've never seen someone actually improve the draw like Cody did for Alpha-1. So that was very cool to see. Very unrelated to this show, though. So let's get back to this match.
Yeah, but we still got to get some of our talk in. So at some point, I'm going to use one of those Cody Rhodes mentions to
talk about All In, bro.
Yeah, when did that happen?
I've known for a little bit. Oh, that was a terrible Saito suplex.
Yeah, that was real weird.
Yeah, no, when I texted him about that, I was like, yo, dog, that sucked. That was great. That German was fantastic. But yeah, I've known for a little bit, but not too long.
All right, because, yeah, that happened. I sent you the DM. Woo.
Oh, no. Baby's not happy. Yeah, you sent me the DM.
I sent you a DM
today or yesterday?
Yesterday, just being like, "Hey, man, we'll talk about it tomorrow, but just wanted to throw you a quick congrats on the All In booking." You're like, "Oh, I didn't tell you."
I thought I might have told you off air.
No.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm booked on All In.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you get tickets?
No. When they went on sale, like, everything was like, "Oh, baby's coming. I don't know." So I might hit up StubHub and buy some.
And pay? How many tickets are left? I know we talked about the StubHub ticket thing.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even looked in a while.
Oh, weird. I'm sure some have sold.
Oh, I'm sure.
Man, kids are like weirdly bipolar.
Yes.
All I had to do was pick her up, and now she's smiling.
Oh, yeah.
She owns me.
So there are still plenty of available tickets. There is one ticket left.
I like that kick. Oh, yo.
Oh.
Sorry, that cutter was awesome. Also, totally taken from ACH, but I mean, as his trainer, by all means.
Fair enough. It's an homage.
Nice crossbody, too.
Yeah. So yeah, there is one StubHub All-In ticket that is under $100.
Oh, how many are left though?
Shitload.
Wait, weren't we talking about how they were all over 100?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, that was a shitty package pile driver.
Yeah.
Also, shitty cover. His shoulders are up. Damn it, guys. Damn it, guys. Never F up the finish.
Okay, but remember, and I'm sorry to stay on All In, but remember when we talked about this, that like tickets were like $2,000, $3,000 on StubHub?
Yes.
While they are still expensive, like I said, there's only one ticket left under $100. You can get like tickets to be in a luxury suite for $535.
Whoa. That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, the most expensive actual ticket is $500. So they have definitely come down a lot.
Yeah, no kidding. Because the show's coming up soon. Hey, keep talking. I'm going to mute you because I got to pee. And I don't want you to hear that like you did when I was in Japan.
I have heard you pee on 2 continents. Let's not make it a third. Yeah, All In. Oh, I'm way wrong. There are still All In tickets. Let's see, 1,250. Yeah, okay, so there's still some very expensive tickets. And, Austin Theory, Kobe Durst. I can't wait for you to tell me about this one, but you currently are holding your penis. Just Just
Yeah, holding my penis.
there you go. Now on the internet forever is the sound of Ethan Page's piss hitting the toilet. I don't like Austin Theory. That's a thing.
Wait, what?
I don't like Austin Theory
Why don't you like Austin Theory?
because it's bullshit.
Like, actually?
No.
Oh,
No, just that it's bullshit that,
how
you know,
jacked he is?
yeah, at like, I don't know, 12 years old.
Yeah, but he's worked very hard to look like that.
Oh, I believe it. It just...
And we have worked very hard to look like shit by eating pizza every day.
Oh, bro, it has not taken much work on my part. I have worked... I have not worked very hard to get to this.
Oh, man, I'm actually very pumped for this match.
Oh, me too. This is, like, in reality, I'm a very big Austin Theory fan. And
Me too. I loved working him in Evolve, and I loved helping him out when it came to like psychology or match planning or promos, camera work, stuff like that. He's like a sponge. And he was also very okay with working twice. Right now, Kobe Durst is on a losing streak, so I figured putting him in this big number one contendership match where he wrestles the champion the same night was a big thing and big way for him to get out of his losing streak. And fans would automatically assume that he would win and we wouldn't put Austin Theory in a title match. And I like messing with people's expectations, especially with Stokely Hathaway being the owner of Alpha-1, but also the Dream Team, and sending Austin Theory to Alpha-1, giving him a number one contendership match, him being the heel. Yeah, there's a lot into this match. Could Kobe Durst actually win? Face Ricochet Page, vice versa? Ooh. I heard they had great chemistry too, and it looks like they do.
yeah, I think that's the other thing with Theory is it's not just how jacked he is, it's that, like, he's so good.
Smooth, man.
And, I mean...
Yo, they nipped up at the exact same time.
Theory's pro debut. Do you remember when that was? Or do you know when it was?
Was that FIP or no?
No.
Or that was when they signed him?
Right. I mean, it was a WWA4 event.
Oh, gotcha.
Pro debut, May 5th, 2016.
Yeah.
That's just over 2 years ago.
2 years and he's wrestling the best wrestlers ever every week. Now, of course he's going to get good.
Yeah.
I feel like my job, and I'm just like, this is just hitting me now, but I feel like my job at Evolve was literally just to put everybody over that's green and teach them how to wrestle so that Gabe could abuse them for money and good matches.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh. That was so out of character of Kobe Durst to not do the dive onto nobody.
But he you know, had to do it onto him.
I know. He's trying to win, man. He's got that losing streak. Which is a very unique little story for us. Because he was undefeated in his debut and stayed undefeated during a full year as Zero Gravity champion and then a full year as Alpha Male. And his first loss was losing the belt to Ricky, and ever since then, he has not been able to win. So he's went on 2 streaks nonstop.
Huh.
Which is pretty cool.
I mean, your opinion, what does Kobe need to, I guess, get bigger in, you know, you don't hear an amount about Kobe Durst that I think is equal to how good he is.
I think it's Oh man, my daughter literally just flinched because of that snap suplex. That is a massive compliment. I think for him, he doesn't really do anything death defying. Well, he does, but like he's not doing things that are going to stand out. Like, oh man, did you see that crazy 450 to the outside? He's just a very solid wrestler with good facials, good timing, and he works very hard. And I think over time, that'll help him. I honestly think as long as he just doesn't give up, then he'll be fine. Obviously, more experience will help, but his promos are getting really good. He caught one for Black Label Pro that was amazing. Him and I had one of my favorite matches of the year at Black Label Pro. And I think just people taking a chance on him and putting him in the ring with guys like this is definitely going to... Oh, my God. That stomp pull into the suplex was so smooth.
Yeah, these two are really good together.
Dude, he literally lifted Kobe Durst up like he weighed nothing. Holy crap. This match is great. Yeah, but anyways, back to Kobe.
Well, yeah, I feel like I've told you this before, but the thing that always bums me out is when I see that he's booked on a show, but it's in like a six-man tag or a scramble or something, because he...
Every fucking freelance show, I tell Matt Nix to put something good with Kobe, or just book me versus Kobe, and I'll make... The thing that annoys me the most is that, at freelance especially, he's so over. Like, he's very popular there because they've been seeing him for the last while, and he works hard, and he does crazy stuff, so they want to see him do good. This is the audience that top independents are drawing now. They're drawing people that want to see the wrestlers do good, that they want to succeed, and Kobe has been picked in that venue for freelance that they want to see him succeed. But man, you're fucking up.
It's like the worst way to showcase Kobe Durst is in a scramble or a six-man or something where he just... I don't know if it's like you said.
No. It's so right, man. He's not a scramble guy because he doesn't have cool moves.
Right, I was going to say, I think it's that, like you said, he doesn't have all the... God, Theory's really good. He doesn't have...
that moonsault?
Yeah. He doesn't have all the crazy moves where, you're only getting those couple chances to shine, and he's, not doing some, like, crazy-ass dive or whatever, so...
Yo,
yeah.
Did your thing just skip to a pile driver?
No. He had a Kobe breaker?
What the hell is going on? Mine skipped ahead. I'm not even near my remote.
Huh.
Anyways, keep watching. You'll catch up. Mine's frozen anyway, so... But anyway, so what's going on during yours?
Let's see. Hit the breaker, and there's a referee 10 count while they both try to get to their feet.
Yeah, they're good wrestlers.
Yeah.
They're working that time. They know we lost a match. They got to fill in.
Was it Kobe that you brought in and squashed at Evolve?
Yep.
Okay, I thought so. Because
he did great in that.
Yeah, because when you did the Evolve rankings for Flow Slam that one week, you had me put Kobe in the rankings for that squash.
Yeah, and that was my way of giving him a shout out because he deserves it.
Yeah, just alongside Spider-Man and various others. Are you unfrozen?
I paused it at the pile driver so that you can catch up to me. I don't know what happened, but whatever. I've seen this match. I watched it. This was one that I was like, yeah, I need to see this. This Austin Theory's flight fee from wherever the hell he lives in Georgia that he just can't drive to, Atlanta. He's got to have his fancy ass, country ass airport. It cost me $700 to fly him in and out. But anyways, That's why I made him wrestle twice, that son of a bitch. His flight cost twice as much to everybody else.
Damn.
But he's talented. Let me know when Austin Theory is choking Kobe Durst with a crutch.
Okay.
Spoilers, by the way.
Is he having you fly him out of the Griffin Spalding County Airport?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's not Atlanta, Georgia. It was like, hey, this is my airport. And I was like, oh, yeah, can you do this? He's like, it's kind of far. Like, you're lucky we're friends.
Alright, we got Theory looking for a powerbomb on the outside. Nope. And I mean, if you're watching, you know what's happening. Ah, God, that Theory, the dive through the ropes, roll through drop kick.
So good, right?
Yep.
He's just so smooth. Like, these guys are working so well together. I could tell it was good because Kobe thanked me 1,000 times for putting him in the ring with Theory and letting them have time.
Yet there, that's the thing. This match goes on any show, anywhere, and is probably top 2.
Yeah.
Of any show.
Yeah, it's just getting the promoters.
I mean, indie shows like
to commit to
don't
it.
at New Japan me or whatever. But
Oh my
yeah.
God, whatever. You know, yeah. we're not trying to get Kobe Durst signed to Ring of Honor right now. We're just trying to get him popular and booked against better opponents. Like, the Rolodex of people he's worked and the body of work he has in Alpha-1 is incredible. Like,
Okay.
He's got the crutch?
Well, no, I was just saying there was a pile driver.
Oh. Let me know when he chokes him with the crutch.
Okay.
Lucky for the listeners, all they have to do is pause the podcast and not do all the editing that you're going to have to do. What a nightmare, eh?
Yeah, I mean, this one, I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to have to edit because we're talking. But the earlier ones, I definitely have to edit out.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Okay.
This is good.
Kobe has a crutch. He's,
okay.
He's getting into the ring with his crutch.
Be careful, Kobe. I'm a couple seconds ahead, and I know that you don't use it. You're getting choked with it.
Theory with the big forearm. Theory has grabbed the crutch. Theory is choking him with the crutch.
Wow, what a good choke.
What a build to the crutch.
But I will say, Austin Theory has some of the worst gear I've ever seen.
The camo aspect doesn't work because he's not like...
No, it does. He's John Cena in tights. Look at him.
I mean, yes, but I guess I'm thinking about all the places that, you know, like Evolve, he's not John Cena. But the mix of the camo with the shiny.
Yeah, no, he's not good with colors and patterns.
Then the plain black on the
and
butt.
different fonts.
And then he's got just like a hem on the side. Yeah, it's too much. It's way too busy. Yeah, my only complaint there is they shouldn't have even bothered with the crutch or anything else. Like, I know it's a no-rules show, but hey, they could have done a match where, even with that, they just wrestled. Because the crutch went nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Okay. I had to say you know what I'm saying because you were so quiet.
Yeah, I'm trying to put my daughter to sleep.
Only here on the Bitter Boys Club do you get a commentary track with children. Alright, I can't even see what's happening here. Oh, okay. Theory wants a mic.
So the crutch went nowhere. What do you mean? He low blowed him.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess I'm thinking in terms of like, basically the only difference there between a no DQ show and a DQ show is that he did it in front of the ref. Like it just, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, is that he did do it in front of the ref.
Right, and he could, and it's fine and everything. It just,
He abused the rules.
yeah.
But he's also wrestling twice. So it escalates, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
But I get what you're saying. Because you just want to see them wrestle each other.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that match just didn't need it. And matches that don't need it feel like if they're gonna do it, then it has to almost be overdone.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I've got my volume so low I can't tell what he's saying.
He's talking about Stokely Hathaway winning the title, bringing it home to the Dream Team. And that's why people are booing, because Stokely Hathaway is my number one heel.
Stokely Hathaway, I tweeted the other day that he is the best worker on the indies, so I stand by that.
He tries the hardest.
I feel like he gets it the most.
Yeah. I agree. That's why I fly in a manager.
I always like the random person in the crowd who has to take off running because they thought that they had a safe spot to get up and, you know, walk over to the concession stand or bathroom or whatever.
Yeah. Can we also put over Ricky Shane Page's entrance music?
Oh, it's great.
The best. We can roll, man. Such a good song.
I think during the episode where he filled in, we talked about the music. We did. I know we did now. And we used the music as the intro music for that episode.
We should do that again, because I didn't have to do the work, but I still got paid. We should do that. We should do that every other week.
Most weeks. 3 out of 4 weeks.
And I'll buy... You know what? How about we just do it every week? No one notices. We don't tell Cage Side Seats that we changed the... Hey, Ricky, you want to do this weekly podcast?
It's even better. Like, let's just get a different page every week. And we'll just rotate through, and every now and then you pop in. It's your turn.
I like that.
Plus, you know, theoretically, eventually I do a DDP podcast, so...
And yoga.
Whew, I don't know. Looks too intense for me. So who do you have film your shows? Is it a company?
No.
No. Okay.
It's whoever shows up.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure if you, like, you know, Black Label Pro uses Swerve, you know. Didn't know.
No, I own my cameras, and we have a regular videographer for the floor camera. His name's Randy.
Hang on,
But,
I'm sorry, but I just popped a little here in my living room for... As soon as Theory realized what was going on, he put the crutch under his arm like he was hurt and couldn't wrestle.
He's a good heel, man. But no, we have a guy named Randy, and he does it. But he called in sick that whole weekend, so we just had random dudes fill in.
Good deal.
This is a very weird occasion for Alpha-1 too, to have entrances.
You mean on the video?
Yeah. Just no, man.
Say, like,
Man. In general,
we
Ricky's
just
the only
have them
one.
walk out. They sit in the crowd, walk up to the ring.
Who's getting introduced right now?
Theory.
Is he on the top?
Yep. All right. So we've got the official match now.
Here we go. Little kid running to get to his chair in the hard camp. That's what I love about A1, man. That, like, dads bring their sons. It's like a family thing. Just the way the city works, it's awesome.
Yeah,
I shouldn't even say dads bring their sons. Parents bring their kids. Like, it's normal to see little girls in our crowd.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's also when you're looking at a dad and son in the crowd, it's obvious why you'd say that. But yeah, I was gonna say I've taken my kid to show, but I took my daughter to a Beyond show, so maybe not the. I don't know, but it was the show before when they had Progress there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Dijak's last match I had.
Oh, you were there filming, right? You did a little documentary?
Yeah, and I was also, we were visiting some family there, so I had my kid there. And I think it was Drew's birthday. It was somebody's birthday. They had cake, so got to eat cake. The kid did. I didn't. I was busy.
I feel like they just have cake all the time there because of that food truck.
Yeah, but there was a singing of Happy Birthday, so...
Yeah, it's just to make all the fat people feel like they're allowed to have it. It wasn't actually people's birthday. No, I'm just kidding. Whoever thought they'd see this match?
I mean, a couple of years ago, no, but I don't know. It feels like there's nobody that Ricky couldn't be booked against now.
Oh, I agree.
Well, I mean, honestly, who would have thought that we'd see multiple time Progress Ricky?
Fair enough.
I like it, though. He deserves it.
Hell yeah. He's real good. He was a part of my debut.
He was a part of your debut?
Yeah, with Progress.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like as a wrestler. I got real thrown off.
No, not even close.
Right. I knew that couldn't possibly be true.
Oh man, I love the commentator. Yo, I think we're on the exact same second.
Yeah, we've got the echoing Ricky's gonna kill you.
Yeah. Yo, this is crazy.
This hasn't been the smoothest recording, but, you know, that's it's more because this is kind of oddly put together.
Yeah. Talk about the DVD, bro. You trying to talk smack about me?
Oh, not the DVD. I mean, us recording and trying to synchronize pressing play, and
yeah,
you've got your kid, and you know, we're fighting an uphill battle here.
Yes, we are. But damn, is this a good show or what?
It is actually a very good show. I don't know why I said actually like I'm surprised, but Theory, you're such a dick.
All killer, no filler. That's the Alpha-1 motto.
That was 29.
Oh man, look at us. We're so into this, we're not even talking.
Oh yeah, I definitely forgot that I should be talking during this, but Theory going back behind the curtain and then realizing that the ladder was out in
Yeah.
the general
Yeah.
area was... And I mean, in keeping with your what you talked about earlier with, protecting things, nobody's even like teased a table because you've got a tables
There's a
match
tables match.
right. So you put even
So why
one
give
person
that
through
away?
a table. You put even one person through a table, and then you've got a dead tables match. That
Yeah,
ladder,
it's true.
that ladder's dead.
Oh yeah. So funny little inside thing on this. The four-way was supposed to use that ladder for a spot to jump off of, and Ricky was like, "Nah, man, we won't break it. Don't worry. We're just going to use it for this thing in the corner." Voila!
Yeah, that's broke. It was real weird. Going back to that episode with Ricky, deathmatch guys fascinate me because I don't get it. Like, I just don't get why you'd want to do that.
Yeah, they're like almost into it.
Right, and yeah, I was like, so, I mean, why? And he was like, I don't know, I like it. And that's so weird to me. Just that it's like, no big deal.
Yeah, I mean, deathmatch is done well. Like I like hardcore wrestling done right,
Yeah,
where
absolutely.
it's just like a match, but the spots climax with weapons.
Yeah, that's fine. But, and I mean, there's less... I mean, I don't know if it's all over the place, but there seem to be less bad death matches than there used to be. Like, the guys are generally better. But still. I don't know. Just not my thing.
I like it. I'm a hardcore wrestler, brother.
I like hardcore. I don't like straight up ridiculous, crazy through panes of glass and light tubes and all that. All that stuff's that's not my thing.
Yeah, I don't know. If it's done right, I love it all.
All right, what's your most violent match?
Ever?
Yeah.
Eye poke. Come on, Austin Theory. Like what a corny ass wrestler. He just does a WWF DDT. Man, this show is so 90s. I love it. My most violent match, honestly, probably in Alpha-1. Either one of the Purges. I've done crazy stuff in all three in the past 3 years. One of them coming up. But I'd say maybe my match with Darby or my match with a guy named Tyler Thomas on a show called Immortal Kombat 4, I believe, which is not on Powerbomb yet. I'll be uploading that soon, but it was probably the craziest match I've ever had.
All right, when you say your match with Darby, was there an Alpha-1 match with Darby?
No.
Okay,
I mean,
just was trying to
Evolve
clarify.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so the Evolve One WrestleMania weekend, or
Yeah, probably WrestleMania weekend. Just because there was like tables, ladders. Gabe actually spent money on it.
yeah, you got nice kip up, Ricky. You got Darby's blood on my shoe. Ruined a perfectly good pair of shoes.
Yeah, well, get over it.
This is really good, which means that Austin Theory just had back-to-back matches that are legit good with two very different wrestlers.
Yeah. Which is crazy, because when did you say he started?
May 2016, so just over 2 years ago. And like he was
Incredible.
a dick in the Kobe match, but he's been like more of a dickish heel in this match. the eye pokes, the pushing at Ricky's face with the crutch, and taunting, and like he's taking it up with this one.
Yeah. And I think it's just, oh my god, like that sunset flip even, like he's so good. It's I think it's Theory just getting comfortable, and he knows with me, like I'm not gonna get mad if he tries. I love that move.
Yeah, because it looks wrong in the right way.
Yes, like you're like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh, okay, he's okay.
Right, it looks really out of control, and then it's like, oh no, that is totally in control. This is also a bit of a mini, Ricky playing, like, WWF Cactus Jack against Triple H, where it's like, this is the worst situation to get Ricky on a show where it's no DQ.
No, exactly.
So it's like Foley busting out the Cactus Jack against Triple H.
Yeah. This is his specialty. You just rip a fart?
No, adjusted in my chair, which is very creaky if I move wrong. Ah, swapped out tables for doors.
Am I a genius or what?
That's smart.
And on our show, this is first half main event. We hit intermission right after.
Makes sense. Title match. We got a door in the ring, 2 chairs. I think the crutch is still in there somewhere. Yep, there's the crutch.
Man, I'm hoping people are watching along because we're just like so into this.
Yeah, I keep thinking like this might be like the biggest disaster for numbers we've ever done, because there might be people that are just like, no, I'm not doing that.
Well, I wonder if you can actually like know how many people stopped listening after a certain amount of time.
Nope, I just see if they downloaded it. And that's all any potential advertiser ever would care about too. So as long as you download it, we're good. I mean, I'd like to think this is an interesting thing for people to download and listen to. It's something
Yeah. We're watching Best Wrestling in Canada and talking about it with 2 Americans in the ring using doors.
Door didn't even really break. It cracked through the middle. Like the edge middle is cracked.
So that door, the wrestlers were saying, is the new ladder of death because the ladder broke. So it transferred its ghost energy into the table.
Fair enough. I mean, it did crack like through the middle, it looked like, on the edge. So
Never mind that. The freaking table broke the chairs.
Yeah.
Like the chair is broken. And we're like, so not only did they break the ladder that was supposed to be used later, they broke chairs that were supposed to be used later too. On 2 spots, they're like, nah, that won't break.
Good match, though.
Very good match. 2 very good matches for Austin Theory. Now we got probably the next 5 years of Alpha-1 cutting a promo. BMD.
He's very good. I think we talked about this, but I was super excited to see he hit up the Canada car for Black Label Pro last month, and
yes,
that was good to see.
You got you got to ride in the car to get Ethan Page's stroke, you know? You can't just ask for it. You got to earn it.
So,
And now one of the weirdest promos on earth.
what the shit?
And I think people need to understand this invasion outfit that Gregory Iron's wearing. Not only do his pants, hold on, you'll see it when it zooms back out. One side of his pants says WCW, and one side of his pants says WWF. But he's also wearing an invasion shirt with the same sides on each side of the pants. So the WCW side matches, and the WWF side matches. And his hat, the back of the hat, is WCW, and on the front of it, it says Monday Night Raw.
What the hell?
I know, he is a psychopath. But wait, there's a side note. I'm the cameraman, so when you hear the jiggle, it's my keys in my pocket. Look at his outfit.
What the
How good is that promo?
I'm dead.
I am a great, great director.
Oh my god. So we lost the entrances for this one.
Yeah, no matches have entrances on our DVDs.
Oh, okay, so that was the rarity was in the one match.
Yes.
I gotcha. All right, so we got Joey Ryan.
Being Joey Ryan.
There's no real other version of Joey Ryan, and that's fine because it works.
And he pays his bills.
Yes, he does. So, play up BMD a little. What is it? What is it about him?
It's him being from Hamilton. He works very hard. He's very polite and very nice. He's the typical Canadian, which I think is his gimmick. I think we're just trying to figure it out. Or, sorry, I'm trying to let him figure it out on his own for a bit before I start giving him direction and saying, yeah, you should do this, you should do this. But he does a 450, which is another thing that really stuck out to me because he's such a big dude.
Also a really good 450.
Yes, like a creepishly epic 450 because he's so big and doesn't throw his hands for momentum.
Yeah.
So there's going to be dick stuff. Obviously.
I mean, what would happen if Joey Ryan did a match and there was no dick stuff? Would people how upset do you think people would be?
You know what? I think I kind of so I want to bring Joey back more often because I feel like there's something there with him and Greg where maybe they might even team or they can continue their dick feud because Papa Schlongo, I think until I get Greg to actually dress up as Papa Shango with a dildo necklace, then I don't think I've succeeded in life. And I'm not done with Joey Ryan.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just said all that stuff.
Yeah, but Joey Ryan makes it, the guy that you can do that with. Like,
Yeah.
it's not an out-of-place thing to say if you're discussing Joey Ryan.
Justin Sane going to see if his is bigger. That might be the first black joke I've made on this entire podcast.
Definitely is.
and last. Because I know Justin ain't going to be mad. I said his dick is big.
Because the podcast was just canceled.
Yeah. Wait a second. Ethan Page complimenting black wrestler's penis.
Oh, that's not cool, man. He just wanted you to touch his dick.
So right now, Justin Sane and BMD are feuding. Justin Sane sporting the knee brace because I think he tore something in his knee. By the way, we've had no moves yet until that double clothesline, so I want you to realize what's about to happen. So double clothesline is the first move. The second move is powerbomb.
Powerbomb on two people.
Yeah. And then watch Greg's head bounce like a basketball.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so concussion. But anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, the feud. Yeah. So BMD and Justin Sane are currently feuding. BMD won Newcomer and Breakout Star of the Year for being the greenest and the rookie and just joining the roster last year. He ends up winning a belt after a couple shows. He's doing very well. Survived a match with Eddie Kingston. He's been obviously doing well. Justin Sane on the shelf. First ever person to hold the Alpha Male title was Justin Sane. So he's coming back now to pretty much a new company with this guy who's walking around with a belt who he doesn't even know. So that was his reintroduction, was jumping BMD and telling him he doesn't deserve this success.
Good deal. And, I mean, Outer Limits title. What,
Yeah.
What and why?
So, a couple things. We have a new town in Oshawa, and we didn't have any title changes happen there because at the time we were a very DVD selling and we weren't as much DVD selling as much as like a hometown crowd. So Hamilton would get all the big stuff, like the title changes and heel turns and tag teams breaking up and stuff like that. Whereas Oshawa was just more straight wrestling show, and I would make sure it lined up with the storylines for DVDs, but nothing like extraordinary. Like, let's say we do the blow-off in Hamilton, we might do a rematch in Oshawa the next show to kind of blow it off there, too. So anyways, the Outer Limits title was made because I wanted to do title changes and build up to, like, a climax of a feud for a title in Oshawa so that those fans could actually get something instead of just, like, these B-show Alpha-1 shows. So the original title was supposed to be, I know this is very long-winded, but the original title was supposed to be 24-hour, anywhere, like WWF, 90s hardcore. Sorry, that makeshift Singapore cane that is just wrist tape and a bunch of, like those tiki torch things taped together. That's not a real Singapore cane there, just to spoil it for you. We're on a budget at Alpha-1. So anyways, the original title was supposed to be 24-hour rules. We ended up doing it. There's a lot of really fun matches on YouTube with myself, Josh Alexander, Joey Janela, MJF. Then Stokely Hathaway ended up winning the title. And Stokely Hathaway promised me that he would do a bunch of title changes with like celebrities and stuff like that. And he ended up doing absolutely none of them. So I was like, dude, we need to do something with this belt. And he's like, I know. So we ended up changing the title to being a multi-man title. And I thought Outer Limits, guys flying around. And it's got to be minimum of 4 people because Stokely Hathaway screwed the promo up. And it was supposed to be a minimum of 3 people. So 3 is multiple. And I could have done 3 ways. But no, now I'm stuck doing 4 ways for the title.
So you couldn't you couldn't override the promo. You just had to go with.
I am so much into continuity. Like everything that's happened since the first show of Alpha-1 coincides with what's happening on this show that we're watching now.
All right.
There is no missed continuity. There is no, wait, last time he was here, he was this. Why is this going on? It is straight up as it can be, and everything matters and everything makes sense. But yeah, now it's I would say our lowest title. That's why it was a good way of putting over BMD, giving him his moment in front of a live crowd, and it was something that we could crown as a vacant title on our first live stream for Powerbomb.tv, which is available on this thing that you're watching right now, called Show Me What You Got. So you can go see BMD win the title in front of his hometown, and the place goes absolutely nuts.
Can we just cover also, like, this was a few minutes ago, but Joey Ryan takes the Manhattan drop that hurts Justin Sane's knee.
Yeah, which he blew out.
Which gets a pop. Then Joey Ryan does a fucking drop kick. And the crowd just is like, oh, the dick stuff's over? Like, it's just the bizarro world of watching a Joey Ryan match.
Yeah. That camera angle was impeccable.
I'm always such a mom with the sucker spots too, where I'm like, you're gonna choke. Like,
yeah, I know. Like we were talking about earlier with the hard candies.
Right, like I'm worried you just stuck that in.
What is it? I'm sorry. This old guy just sauntering across the hard candy.
Hands behind his back.
How is that not a gift? How is that not a gift?
It will be later.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Also, Justin Sane, apparently the dumbest wrestler on earth. He already tried to give him a Manhattan drop and it hurt his knee, but he's like, nah, let me low blow it with my big bicep. And there we go. He ends up winning the day anyways.
A little too far from the ropes there, but that's alright.
Yeah.
We know you wanted to cheat, so we're good.
Technically, I was right. Justin Sane is better than Joey Ryan. And now we've got the last two. Winner of this walks out with the Outer Limits title. And they're feuding like I was explaining earlier.
I mean, that is a really, really, really good coincidence. Worked out well.
Yeah. Wow. It's kind of weird when things make sense, eh?
Yeah.
Man, you know what's weird is now that we're like super into this, we're not talking as much.
Yeah, I know. That is, it's not an issue as long as people are actually watching the show.
Yeah.
It's more of an issue if somebody's like, I figure I can just drive and listen to this.
I mean, you can listen to Dead Air.
Yeah.
Oh, Justin's so good. And he only wrestles at Alpha-1. Well, he wrestles like in other local promotions.
And I mean, I always like to ask you why that is with certain guys. Is it
it's, yeah, dude, it's just it's not a thing that people care about.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm real mad that these chairs don't match and they're different colors.
Yeah. You know why? Because the white chair looks a lot less threatening because it looks like maybe it's plastic.
No, I was going to say the white chair looks awesome because they used to make different colored chairs when the toys were the jacks.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's not important. The white chair looks like we actually bought it, though. And the brown chair just looks like we found it in a dump.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the dump chairs because my brain has been trained to say, hey, those are the chairs you hit people with.
Yeah, and then you get staph infections from.
Yeah. You know, nothing wrong with a little staph infection outside of maybe that you'll die.
I got a staph infection wrestling at AIW against Willie Mack.
Okay.
I did a sliding drop kick on the floor, and I scraped my nutsack, or underneath. It was an inner thigh, and I got a staph infection during the summer. It was the most uncomfortable trips to the beach I've ever had, walking bow-legged with cream on my thigh.
So you had a like nutsack adjacent staph infection.
Yes.
Ah,
How scary is that?
sounds pretty awful. Whew. Well, that kind of ground things to a halt.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
It's all
These people
good.
got to hear me pee, and then they got to hear about my cock staph infection. Well, adjacent staph infection.
Right next door.
Yeah, not far off.
Oh, hey, Priscilla Kelly was on NXT tonight.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, she's in the Mae Young Classic, so they think they were.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
they were-
crazy.
Yeah, they were introducing all the competitors. It looks like in ring when she was there. Not doing the 666 thing, not surprisingly, but
Well, I'd imagine that that's not something that they want right now.
oh yeah, for sure.
What's happening on your screen? Mine just jumped again. But I'm just going to catch up to you.
Yeah, Justin Sane is pointing at the crowd and basically taunting BMD to get up. BMD firing back with a series of forearms. Loading it
Has
up.
BMD gone to the top yet?
No. He just caught a attempted low blow between his legs and stomped it. Justin Sane should stop trying to hit people in the nuts.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. BMD might have the steel cock too. We don't know.
I mean, he didn't even need it. He just caught it between his knees.
Yeah. And now he's swinging a chair at his knee?
Yes.
Yeah, we're back on track. I'm so good at this. I just need to get new internet.
Yeah, I've watched a ton of stuff on Powerbomb, and, like, that's never happened, so... Not a Powerbomb issue.
Yeah, no. Powerbomb's sweet. When I'm using Wi-Fi on the road, like at McDonald's, I'm always watching Wi-Fi. Powerbomb. Works great.
Thought you didn't watch wrestling.
Only Powerbomb.
Only Powerbomb.
And my own matches. Because I have 20 days for free. Oh, wait. Why would you go for the 450 on the turnbuckle?
With the pad removed.
Yeah.
Because that's the one where it's going to hurt your dick the most.
Yep. Hurt his dick.
Alright, what's better? Face champion or face chasing?
Face chasing.
Absolutely.
Which is why I pitched for me to win the title in Evolve, and why I was shocked that Gabe has never done that.
Yeah, you're a mark.
Like, who, me? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So funny. So funny, man. When you told me he messaged you to ask you what I said on that episode where I talked about it, so funny. What an egomaniac. Oh, well, you don't have to edit that out. No one's listening anymore. They gave up after the first 20 minutes.
At this point, it's just you and I. Just having a
watching
conversation.
Alpha-1. Oh, there's another Sabu. But it seemed pretty safe.
I mean, it was Galloway. I mean, he was a heel. Thatcher was a heel.
No, Galloway wasn't a heel till after.
Yeah, you're right. Galloway wasn't during the
And
title run, but
and Thatcher wasn't a heel when he won the belt.
yeah.
Oh my god, headshot? What are these guys, nuts? I don't condone that. I'm gonna have to message them.
That was kind of side and back of the head too.
No, yeah, back of the head's worse.
Oh no, I'm saying like it was side and back of the head, not crown or anything. What do we got? Are those?
They're Lego train tracks.
Oh, okay. Is there just no commentary?
No. So on Friday night, I wasn't there. I was at exposed turnbuckle. Oh man, essentially on Legos. Yeah, that was real good. That was a good spot. Friday night, I was in Cleveland while they were doing the Con Bravo show, Alpha-1, and they packed the microphone, and whoever packed it wrapped the cord real tight around it, so it's damaged now. I had to buy a new one for the next show, which we have invested, so it doesn't happen again. But yeah, had to buy a new mic because it was messed up, and it only worked for the first 4 matches, and now the next 2 matches are commentary free, sadly.
Okay.
But that's what people are listening for. The inside scoops, you know?
Yeah, it's even better now because you don't need to listen to the commentary. You've got us occasionally talking.
Oh.
Yeah, 450 onto the chair. BMD gets the big win. I like it.
Me too. BMD retaining. People love him, man. I don't know if it's a hometown thing, if it's a he looks like them thing.
He's got a very one of you kind of like
Yeah.
one of us, one of you, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, also does 450s. So
That dude in the front row wearing a white shirt and shorts.
rated Gregory Iron's wardrobe.
Yeah. Extra matching. Oh, now my wife is home.
All right.
Yep. She just kicked butt at jiu-jitsu. Hi, babe. I'm filming a podcast. Recording a podcast. Man, I'm surprised I left this much of the entrance in. Or, sorry, the exit. Because I was real conscious of the time of making this fit on the DVD for 2 hours.
All right. Yeah, we're at a main event. Now, let me ask you, do you want to do the main event now? Do you want to do the main event tomorrow? Do you...
No, we'll do it now. Let's
okay, cool.
let it rip.
I'm just making sure. Your wife came home? I don't know what you got going on.
No, my wife's just, grilling me, asking me if I did everything that was on her list. Like, yes, that is her slipper. The other one is upstairs. She was kicking them off. My wife's like, oh, she's going to give me so much shit after this. Anyway, main event. We left the entrances in for this, too, because it's such a big match.
So why is it a big match? I'm
gonna be completely honest with you. I only left the entrances in because I wanted fans to listen to the ring announcer explain the rules.
No, that's plenty valid. But also, like, explain why is this a big match?
So a lot of history goes into this match. Josh Alexander retired. He came back. Del Bruno and Josh Alexander have had history wrestling at our biggest show of the year, Final Act, and having matches that people could never follow. So they feuded for a bit in reverse roles, heel and face. Then Josh Alexander's wife ended up managing Del Bruno, Jade Chung. Now, we started that before they were married, so it wasn't like, that's not like a storyline thing. So Jade Chung was with Del Bruno, a heel thing. Eventually, Del Bruno and Jade broke up. They wrestled each other. The following show, she announced that she was pregnant, and Del Bruno came out and told her that she needs to name the baby after him, and he was like being aggressive with her. So real life came into play, and Josh Alexander came out. They had a moment and a thing. They started scuffling. Mark Wheeler came out to like stop Josh Alexander and Del Bruno from fighting. Turned on Josh Alexander. Mark Wheeler and Del Bruno become a thing. And yeah, now we're at this point. We've been feuding and fighting, and they're the reason that Josh Alexander and myself and Alpha-1 came back together.
Okay.
Because they gave us a reason.
And what had led to you and Josh breaking up before? Like, let's dig up the Alpha-1 history here.
We've never teamed.
Oh, you hadn't teamed in Alpha-1?
No. We only teamed on his, what's it called? Retirement.
Okay.
That was the first and last time until we reunited. And I guess reunited as two baby faces. It wasn't really like a Monster Mafia thing for Alpha-1.
Okay, I did not realize that.
Yeah, not many people do.
Well, no, because it seems like one of the more notable things from your career, you have a promotion, so, you know. Okay.
Where are you right now? Mine skipped ahead and did that thing again.
Falcon Arrow, Del Bruno, Moonsault. Standing Moonsault.
Cool.
You're getting back in the ring. They just stomped your hands.
Those damn jerks.
Didn't somebody on Twitter give you shit the other day because Del Bruno is wearing a full soccer outfit?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, wow, it's so weird to see wrestlers with characters.
Yeah, it's very strange to think that that's any sort of issue.
Yeah.
Are we back on the same page?
Not even close. I'm
okay.
Still, you keep going, though, enjoying the show.
Oh, I am.
Where are you at?
Let's see. You've got them in opposite corners. Josh throwing some big chops. You're doing the shoulder tackles into the corner.
Gotcha. So we already did the cool exploder tag move?
Yes, that happened already. You just took a drop kick to the butt.
Oh, so you already saw the botched Hurricane Rana?
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, he slipped off my back.
That'll happen. Also, you're such a gear whore. Like, you have matching gear for you guys.
Yeah, of course.
While you've been breaking out all the other new gear.
Yeah, I have to. It's a commitment. So are they just stomping on Josh in the corner? Or?
Josh is just did the rolling fireman's and then took the elbow drop.
Yep, I'm into it.
Now there's a kid running in front of the camera. Let's use this opportunity for a brief moment of shit talking. Who has the worst gear on the Indies who thinks they have great gear?
Ricky Page.
Okay, there you go.
Because he goes, you don't need gear. I'm like, yeah, I think it's very important.
I mean, the thing is, I feel like Ricky doesn't need gear.
No, he doesn't. But him saying that to people,
right.
like,
but most people,
his students and stuff, yeah. Also, I'd like to comment on the fact that you did not mention that this match is nearly an hour. I'm shocked that you're like not mad about that.
Nah, I figured. I'd probably be more annoyed if it was like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, because it's a 3 stages of hell. You got to put some time in. You got to build this.
Exactly. It's 3 matches. Oh, I love the audio of your butt farts.
Yeah, it's real cool. This is the best chair. A lot of eye pokes on this show.
Yeah, that's not a normal thing. But
Well,
I guess when
you
it's
don't have
legal,
to worry about. Yeah, you don't have to worry about the ref. Okay, so we have to do more talking.
yeah, I know. Man, this is such a compliment, though.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I'm watching the show and enjoying it, and I'm not a commentator, so,
Right.
like, I'm not just gonna, I can't rattle things off like that.
But Del Bruno using every part of the ring is, like, insane. Also, what a good camera cut on that Code Red.
Del Bruno's very good.
Yes, he is.
Like, another guy that gets, like, no...
It's all
No
about
hype.
effort, man.
Yeah, no hype, but, I mean, I think you've said that he doesn't really put in the,
Well, yeah, he did for a bit, and I think the border gave him trouble once. And he was like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore.
fair
He was
enough.
doing AIW for a bit. They loved him. John Thorne often tweets that Del Bruno's the best wrestler in Canada.
Yeah, I was watching an old AIW show not long ago, and he was on it.
Yeah, he's a talented guy. Awful to travel with, though.
Okay, why is that?
Oh, he's such a diva. If he's tired, it's like, oh, we have to stop and get a hotel. I'm like, you're not even driving. I am.
Go to sleep.
Isn't the last ride like the best move ever?
It's pretty good.
Especially mine.
This does mark a first in our relationship here. I have never watched one of your matches with you.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, that's not really a thing that we would do.
Right, but I'm just saying,
Like you're like this.
I have to hear your thoughts on yourself.
I was gonna say, is that a milestone, like in a friendship? I mean, sure, I've watched my matches with Josh Alexander and my friend Joey King, former members of the Meaning of Mature, that we were supposed to get on, but they're dicks and they didn't do it. Anyways, continue.
Oh yeah, but I was going to say also this is the first time we've watched any wrestling together ever.
Oh, that's okay. So that's a normal thing to say.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, that kick just nailed Josh right in the nose.
God, I hate those speedball kick things.
Yeah, but how good are these slaps?
Oh yeah, everything else is good. And it's not Del Bruno, it's everyone. I don't like when Bailey does it. I don't like when Naomi does it in WWE. I hate those kicks.
Yo, Josh is so strong though.
Oh, he's like a legit beast.
Or a walking weapon. Oh. I would never be able to take someone to the top rope with someone. Actually, yes, I could have done it before, but like, it's pretty. Oh wow, terrible editing there, Ethan Page. Left it on the hard cam too long. This move is insane.
Good lord.
When was the last time you saw this?
I don't know that I've seen it.
A wheelbarrow cutter off the top.
Right.
Del Bruno said that he thinks he chipped his tooth doing that too. His head hit and like clenched his jaw.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Wait, I think I heard the bell after.
After what?
Oh, because the bell. Oh, never mind. Never mind. They did the bell twice because the match starts and the match stops. I was like, why did I hear the bell? But then I heard it again. But then I heard it through the headphones, so I was confused.
This is how good my memory is. What is the second fall?
Falls count anywhere.
Okay.
Yo, I am looking fat. Oof, nothing like watching your own matches.
I don't know, you look like you.
I know you're looking for a compliment. Also, how unique is that chair spot?
It's
And how good was my cell? Oh,
yeah, it's a good chair spot made possible by your low ring.
yes, my pass was on my low ring, even though I would do it
But you got to use you just do it one turn
one thing
lower.
down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So short story. I set up a chair like that, exactly like that, with a match with Gargano. I think it was the I Quit match or the unsanctioned match, whatever. It was one of those matches. And as I was going to lawn dart Gargano, the chair fell
Oh.
at Evolve. Yeah, so that sucked. All right, where are you at now? My thing's screwed up again because this is my luck.
You're watching on PlayStation, right?
Yeah,
So they don't have an app, right? You're just using like a browser.
yeah, I'm on the browser.
Yeah, that's your problem.
Yeah, yeah. Is the chair around Del Bruno's head?
Yeah, Josh is doing the chair choke. Is that what you meant?
No.
Okay, then no, there's no chair on a head. You just pulled out a white chair from under the ring.
Sweet. I'm probably doing cool stuff with it.
Yeah, you're now you're choking Del Bruno with it.
I'm so cool.
Josh is throwing some chair shots.
Like a vicious SOB.
Yeah, Josh looks like he throws chair shots I don't want to take.
Yeah, he does. I've wrestled him. Is Josh setting up a weird contraption?
He's standing on a chair, and you are lifting Del Bruno onto his shoulders. Del Bruno slips off.
Well, yeah, he's trying to do the tombstone. Come on, man. You should know his moves.
Well, I didn't go right to tombstone when he's standing between two chairs with one foot on each chair. I have no clue what the hell you guys are doing.
Yo, am I innovative or what?
I mean, I guess.
Like, come on. Look at this, how I'm setting this chair up.
Okay, yeah, you've got the chair set up on the ring apron.
With the seat out.
Oh, okay, that's pretty sweet.
Right? And Mark Wheeler's tights just ripped in his ass.
And he knows it. He's really digging at him. Oh, there it is.
The placement of the ref made me laugh so much. I was like, oh man, my face, I'm like, trying not to lose it.
Yeah, but that's good ref work. He's getting in that count wherever he can.
He had to see the shoulders. That was the catch.
Okay, now there's a chair on Del Bruno's head.
Yeah, we're on. I can hear yours and mine at the same time.
Okay. Oof.
That's my favorite go-to hardcore spot.
It always looks good.
Yeah, because that no one wants to do or take that in real life. Also, the stiffest headshot in wrestling is coming up.
Just bounced a door off his head.
Why would he not put his hand up?
This kid really wants Josh to pay attention to him.
Referee is just telling us he said he needs a minute. Yeah, so Ethan Page, man of the taunts.
You just fucking hit him in the head with a door. Like, in the most nonchalant way possible.
Because I'm a cool dude, man. I do cool things.
Josh just escorting them right in.
He's a father, he knows. I was so mad Josh opened the door with his hand. I was like, why don't you open it with him?
Yeah. And I forever, whenever I see anything like this, want to be one of the people driving by and just like, well, shit, there's some wrestling.
Well, apparently people were slowing down. Also, what an Irish whip into a terrible 12-4 backbreaker. That one fan. Don't jump.
Yeah, well, he got it started, so can't
Hell
complain
yeah.
too much. Into the prayer service sign. I love that.
Yeah. Oh, Del Bruno showing up.
Let me guess, you did not get the go-ahead to do this?
No, of course not. And it's cool that the fans are into it and chanting, and it's not just us wrestling outside.
No, you need the fans to follow you out, otherwise it gets real weird.
Did Mark Wheeler just try and break up his own pin, or was he trying to help him?
No, definitely broke up the pen.
That's what
I'm real
happens
confused.
That's what happens when you get booked in scrambles all the time.
Well, that's what happens when you get hit in the head with a fucking door.
So true.
Like, it's probably still a little scrambled, and you're just like, I
Yeah,
think...
he's worried about his butthole showing.
Yeah, he got that too.
He's got his butthole ripped open on his tights. He's concussed for sure. His partner's got chipped tooth. They're both wrestling people that weigh twice their size.
Kid, you don't need to hold the door open for them.
Hey, we're Canadian.
That is a very Canadian... You know what? I am from Michigan, though, and we have many of the same sensibilities.
Yes, Michigan is my second home. Also, how great is it this crowd pops just because we came back?
Yeah, the ones that didn't feel like going outside are still in there,
Yeah.
just waiting.
No, there's air conditioning here. So far, what are you thinking about? All right.
Okay.
So tell me what you think. Sorry, there was a little glitch there. Tell me what you think of the show so far, especially this Falls Count Anywhere portion.
I'm definitely getting the 90s WWF vibe.
All right, that makes me real proud.
Like, for the whole show. And maybe even some, like, late 90s ECW with, like, the Theory thing transitioning from one match into a title match with the same guy just because he was in the ring, talking. This match, though, I'm liking the Falls Count. I like Falls Count Anywhere when it feels like, oh, they're willing to try to go anywhere, so leaving the building is always a big plus for me. Falls Count
Yeah, for
Anywhere,
sure.
where it's just like I'm gonna try and pin you on like the
The
ground
outside of
right
the ring.
outside the ring, like
Yeah.
whatever.
No, I'm big on like gimmicks being gimmicks. So, like, if it's a tables match, we're using only tables on that show. Falls Count Anywhere, I made sure no one brawled into the crowd or even outside of the vicinity of the out. Like if someone could do a dive, sure, but they're not brawling around. You know,
Right.
no
Also,
one really notices that, but
no, I think you do on like a subconscious level because this feels more out of control now than if I'd already seen it a couple times
yeah,
on the show. Now,
exactly.
like I might not, without you telling me that, I might not think, oh, because nobody else did, but I'd still be like, oh, well, this feels more wild than everything else. So,
Yeah,
not everything has to be obvious why it feels that way, but
and that I think that's the job of the booker
yeah, for sure.
is to make sure that that's the stuff that's happening.
Yeah, that's. I mean, and, it feels like the show built really well too.
That's most of our shows, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you've got kind of. I think if you do an intermission, you've got the kind of the double build that you have to do a big match before intermission, and then kind of start over a little bit after intermission, rebuilding your momentum. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and this match, like this show, only had 6 matches, which is pretty crazy when you're talking about like a big show.
but also it kind of has 8 matches because one of those 6 is also 3.
Damn, yo, respect. So true.
Also, I know that your cameraman has to hate you so much right now.
Why?
Oh, just because this is a pain in the ass to film.
Why is it a pain in the ass to film?
Well, I guess I don't know the setup you're using. Is he wired to anything?
He's got a plug. It's free. Like he can release that.
Okay, see, I saw him with
A
I saw
cord,
him
but
with a
that's the
cord
power cord.
trailing. Okay, see, I thought that he was like this was being fed in because
No, no,
like
no,
when I
no.
did the Black Label Pro show for
Well, yeah, that's different though because they're doing the live stream and live edit.
right, which is so the cord is fed right into their PC that they have there, which makes like moving around a pain in the ass. You're constantly worried you're going to trip somebody with your cord. Uh, Wrestlers are always getting pissed and kicking your cords because they are in the way, but there's not really anything you can do. So I thought he was having to like drag a cable through the crowd.
No, 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 no.
Okay, then that's not so bad.
Also, you not popping for the sliced bread on the floor on the stage and the moonsault off the bar.
I got carried away with talking, and definitely all I saw was some sort of flip out of the corner of my eye. Holy shit, Josh.
So strong, eh?
Yeah.
There was like so many audibles, like because Alex didn't even jump. He didn't wait for him to jump. There's so many audibles of like, if I can't pick him up, if I blah blah blah, like you have to bring him up to me the suplex style. I'm like, oh. And then I look up and he's just powering him up. Also, so crazy to watch kids dance around because the baby faces won.
Yeah. I've got a big soft spot for kids at a wrestling show because wrestling shows should be for kids.
Yep.
I mean, I get some exceptions, like, there's 18 and over crowds, whatever. But most wrestling shows should be for kids.
Yep. I agree. So, the tornado tag match was the first round. There was no tags, so we played by the rules. Falls Count Anywhere, the pinfall was
On a bar.
out on a bar. The reason we did the bar was so that more people could see it, and it was on the outside. So the finish was not just for specific people. Like if we did the finish outside, not everyone was there. Not everyone would pop. Not everyone would see it or know what happened.
Also, props to Josh for still hooking the leg on a pin on top of the bar where he's standing on the floor.
Heck yeah, man.
Which, I mean, you got to do something because psychologically you're not using your body weight there. So at least hook the leg.
Yeah, I mean, knocking him out by dropping his head on a
did the
metal
trick.
bar did the trick. Yeah,
But still, you hook that leg.
I'm with you, man. That would be the only thing Rip Rogers likes about this match. You just hear the crowd, like, finding their way back to their seats, bottles clinking. Something, like, so attractive to me about that. Like, just like yes, this is like a Knights of Columbus, but these guys are going all out.
I just got so worried that there was going to be an accidental table break there, and I know that there's not, so...
Well, you don't know that. You don't know anything.
I'm pretty sure last week when we just kind of touched on the show, you would have been like, yeah, it fucking sucked when there was an accidental table break during the first segment in the tables portion of the match.
Oh, well, stay tuned.
Oh, great.
I'm a big I'm a big supporter of using the table without breaking it in ways that are like offensive, like the slingshot. So we found a way that he gets slingshotted into the bottom instead of having to use the top. It's not going to break. You're not putting him through it, but you're still using it as a weapon.
Yeah, that way it's not... Every time a table is set up, you're not thinking like, okay, this is for... at the very least, a tease of going through.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, the table's being used as a weapon.
Yeah, the tables match is about the tables being a weapon and also going through them.
Yeah, exactly. Josh's sell on getting hit in the head with the cooking sheet is like such an old man. Like, I can't get up. Where's my medicine? So funny.
I'll also always be a sucker for the baking sheet shot, just because it's the most backyard of weapons.
Oh, dude. So I would never go to a store and be like, "Oh, let's buy some baking sheets for this wrestling show." Like, I'm a very like gimmicky, like chairs, tables, ladders, trash cans.
That was so smart.
Like, I buy trash cans from stores all the time for our shows because I think it's the best weapon. But when he moves the table though, like, come on, are we good wrestlers or what?
That was really smart. I like that.
Man, Ethan Page is a genius. Stuff he comes up with. What a good wrestler. Sorry, I was having an out-of-body experience there. I don't even remember what I was talking about.
Trash cans.
Oh, the cookie sheet. The cookie sheets, yeah. Our ring crew brought it. They were like, "Hey, do you want to use these?" Like, put them under the ring. And, I use it.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, in the backyard days, that was, we could walk to a dollar store, or somebody could drive over to a dollar store with like $5 and come back with like 10 cookie sheets. And then we could
and if you go back and listen to the audio real quick, when I hit Del Bruno with the second cookie sheet, as I'm picking him up, I say living room wrestling because that was his backyard fed for his brother. Was in his living room. They would put like mattresses and pillows, and I weirdly owned his VHS collection of it by accident because he gave me all his wrestling tapes. So little Little tidbit there. Man, imagine if I just Mike Awesomed him, though.
No, the crowd's going pretty nuts for this, too.
Yeah. Like, they're hot. It's almost better without commentary. I'm just saying that because we don't have it. Our commentator's awesome.
So did he think it was working this whole time?
Yes. Ricky
so
Shane Page also did it too.
Okay, so they just put in a full show's work on commentary.
Literally an hour-long match, yeah. So again, table gets used, but not broken.
Also, tombstone on the outside, which that's a big deal.
Yeah. It's a big match. Like, we're not main eventing one of the biggest shows in Alpha-1 history because we don't have this crazy feud going on.
All right, so how are you feeling at this point in the match?
So I'm fine because nothing's really happened to me.
Just wondering how that gas tank was holding up.
Oh, I'm fine, dude. I would rather wrestle this long than a 6-minute match because it takes me 20 to warm up.
Good deal. How are you feeling watching this back, though?
Other than me hating how fat I look, I'm happy with the crowd. I'm happy with... I mean, Wheeler and Del Bruno are taking a little too long setting these spots up. But, I mean, they've also just wrestled 2 matches. And the fans aren't dying down, so...
Right. Kind of catching a break where you can, I guess.
Yeah. Again, door gets used as a weapon.
Right, that's a table.
Oh, yeah, sorry, table.
Okay.
Did I say door?
Yeah, definitely said door gets used as a weapon.
Yeah, my bad. I'm an indie wrestler. Can't have too many expectations here. Can't believe someone bought tables. What a good promoter.
I legit thought that you were doing some weird thing where you were going to grab the table under him and, like, flip it somehow. I got real worried because that made no sense in my head, but it still seemed like the only thing you could be going for.
Oh, you mean what I did wasn't cool?
Not as cool as the straight-up video game image that was in my head.
So, funny story. I have this theory that you can give a guy a German suplex off the top with a ladder if you use the legs, and the guy's going up for a moonsault, and you grab him under the armpits with the legs of the ladder. And my friend, Hacker Scotty O'Shea, made fun of me for years because I would do it with my action figures all the time. How good is this spot?
Wait, are you? So
No. I'm talking about what's happening, like on the DVD or on the stream.
Okay, which spot are you talking about? Because
The Tornado DDT.
Okay, yeah, because I'm trying to picture this moonsault
German thing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know the bottom of the ladder when it's closed
Yes.
has like
Has
arms,
like
kind of.
the feet, yeah, of the ladder.
Yeah, so couldn't we do a German where you just put the guy's arms, like you go to push him off and he freaks out and grabs it, and then you just put one arm higher and kind of like put the bottom of the ladder or the top of the ladder on the bottom and like German suplex him.
I mean, I guess I see what you're going for.
It's possible.
So then why does it not happen in this match?
Well, there's no ladders in this match.
Yeah, can't believe the promoter held you back.
I know. He was like, no, this is not a TLC, you Mark. Tables only.
Ooh.
Jabroni.
Del Bruno's leg is red.
Yeah, weird, right?
What was that?
Weird, right? You think it's from slapping it?
I guess that makes the most sense.
Yeah, or this match is just grueling, you know?
Yeah, let's just say it's from the match. All the
Sure.
physicality. So we got more tables coming out.
Yep, it's the longest table in the history of wrestling.
That is a really long table. And he's having some trouble with it.
Yeah, we should let the smallest guy in the match pick up the biggest table. Oh, smart. He went through the middle. Yo, my dog is pissed at me for not petting it. Sorry about the bark, guys. So anyways, this is what I mean about watching it back, like things taking a little too long. Like you can hear the crowd clapping because they're like, we're enjoying this. We know it's dead air. We're supportive. Clap, clap, clap.
Right, but you're also in the crowd and you can feel that it's like home stretch. Like it's winding down and you know, you want to be going.
Yeah. Like we should be going like hot, hot, hot. So yeah.
But you're also like 45 minutes into a match, so
Yeah, about that.
and a match that didn't have, you know, it's not like you guys went super slow build on the tornado tag either.
No, it was literally dives to the outside and off to the races. Yo, we're so into this though.
Yeah.
Awful sell to the outside by Del Bruno.
I gotta admit, he looks pretty beat at this point.
Yeah, he's blown up for sure. Like he's like, yeah, I'm done, man. I can't believe I have more to do.
And I got no room to talk, but yeah. It's all like lulls and then he gets his little bit of explosiveness and oh shit, there's a table.
Yo, that table exploded.
Yeah.
Like the action figure tables.
But also stayed all like in one general area.
Yeah, to get out. Ricky Shane Page, the nice guy that he is, told us to take the outside of that table off because he didn't think it would break. I think it would have broke, Ricky, and you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, like
the glass.
Like the plastic that goes around the outside?
No,
rubber, I mean.
No. That's you could see that, like, as the ref's throwing the table.
I do see it, yeah.
Yeah. Not that. It's the metal underneath that, like, creates support.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Yeah. We had our guys take that off. Little inside, Ethan Page giving away all his secrets. And Del Bruno taking his sweet-ass time to do everything.
Oh. This poor guy has to keep picking up the tables and it's not getting any easier for him. You're dead, I guess, because you've been gone. Oh, there you are. Okay.
This is pretty unique, right?
Let the drop toe hold onto the edge of the table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I come up with some such cool stuff.
So you're taking credit for all the cool spots?
Literally everything in this match, yes.
What about the shitty spots?
Have there been any? Oh! So not only did I book the whole show, help people agent all their matches. I also planned everything in ours because I'm a genius.
I think the internet wants to know, are you agenting the over the
No,
budget
I'm
battle
not.
royal? Okay.
No, I'm not.
Because that has come up so many times.
I know. It's the most annoying quote unquote gimmick. And like I text Joey all the time telling him how much I hate him.
It's your own fault, though. You made it public how much you hated doing it.
Yeah, because they started posting pictures about it.
You'll do next year's, though. It'll happen.
No.
We need to bet something because it's happening.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, man, I have a good punch.
Oh, are you gonna throw it?
Throw what?
I don't know. You were saying you have a good punch. I was just waiting to see it.
Oh, am I ahead of you? How the heck
Dude,
did that
I'm
happen?
shitting on your punches.
Oh. Am I standing on the table right now?
Yes, you're standing on a table right now.
Got it, okay.
We've been doing this too long because, like, we're not picking up on cues now.
Well, no, I was like, oh, maybe yours skipped ahead and you missed my great punches.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So right now, Del Bruno's telling the ref, count it, and I'm saying, no, you didn't go through.
Count it.
I'm like, stop being such a pussy.
He's trying to weasel out of having to take another table bump.
Yeah, which I thought he broke his ankles for sure when they hit the table.
Yeah, that's scary as shit.
And right now I'm explaining to him what a snowplow is. And all he's repeating to me is, no pile drivers, no pile drivers, no pile drivers, no pile drivers. And I was like, I don't do pile drivers. This is literally what we're saying. And he's like, please, man, don't pile drive me, please. And I was like, when have you ever seen me do a pile driver? And then I get up and I just go, just fucking trust me. And then here we are.
I don't know all the times that Gabe made you do a pile driver.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Stupid ass move that I never wanted to do.
Well, there you go.
Snowplow. I was offended that he didn't know what it was. I should have just said, hey, let me body slam you.
Just, hey, I'm going to do a move, go with it.
Well, no, I did. I was like, yo, take a snowplow. And he's like, what? I'm like, take a snowplow. He's like, no pile drivers. Okay. No problem.
So is that just a general Del Bruno rule, is no pile drivers?
No, I think he was just freaked out of like us just doing something on the fly. He takes pile drivers great. There's a great clip on YouTube of him taking a double underhook pile driver from Josh Alexander where he legit bounces on his head. It was awesome.
So it's just right now on the fly, do not do a pile driver.
Yeah. No, man, no pile drivers. I'm like, dude, I never even said I wanted to pile drive you. I said a snowplow. I'm like, don't you know? This is Alpha-1.
Oh,
this
plus,
is like
I mean,
90s WWF.
I guess a table just slipped out from under you, and maybe he's thinking you want to stand on a table and do a pile driver. I don't know.
Yeah, what pile driver is called a snowplow?
I don't know. The one in his head at that moment.
I guess.
I was gonna say, why is Josh back in this match, but I guess it's no rules, so.
What do you mean, why is he back in the match? He's allowed to be in the match. It's just both members of each team need to go through.
Okay. I was assuming that it was, when you said elimination earlier, I assumed that meant,
Oh, they have to leave.
Right. And then, I mean, for that entire thing with Del Bruno, Wheeler was not involved. Or, I mean, Josh wasn't involved, so...
Yeah, because you got put through a table, bro. It's called selling.
I mean, I get it. I'm just saying, I made that assumption based on those factors. Also,
Ready to see ya.
Wheeler's ass is just, like, straight up out at this point.
Yeah. I literally had to be like, yo, try not to bend over. And then I was like, oh, yeah, oh. I hit the ground hard.
No pile drivers.
No pile driver. So far, what would you say about Alpha-1?
I mean, it's not my first Alpha-1 show, but...
It's not?
No.
What have you seen before?
Let's see. You sent me, I think 2 shows when I worked at Flow Slam.
True.
Let's see. I watched The Long Halloween, which we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
And I've watched just other random shows, like on powerbomb.tv using the promo code Alpha-1.
ALPHA, the number 1, which the only way you're listening to this podcast for this long is because you're watching along with us.
Or, like, you deserve some sort of award, or we need to take out a restraining order because something's wrong.
You know what's more realistic? They're driving a car, and they're just like, play, and when the audio stops, it stops.
Yeah, and I mean,
Sometimes,
at this point, we could be saying anything at this point, and they're probably straight up tuned out.
Well, that's the thing, is that happens to me all the time, where I have to re-listen to a podcast because I was not listening at all. I was just staring at the road, and the voices behind me, or like the voices like in the car, were just keeping me company.
Yep, been there. We go back and forth to Massachusetts several times each year, and yeah, it'll be a lot of podcasts that I'm way into at the start, and then after a while it's just so that there's people talking in the car.
Yeah. Also, how crazy is it that they're standing on the table together, and they've already seen us fall?
Yeah. And there you go. It was a hell of a match. About 5 minutes towards the end could have gone away, but
yeah,
there are
just too long of setups.
Right, but that's also, I mean, that's asking a lot to basically say don't be tired.
Fair enough.
But yeah, this was a really good show. I've watched,
man.
I'd say 7 or 8 Alpha-1 shows. This was probably my favorite.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying it's their favorite show this year, and some people are even saying ever. So I'm all for it. The more people are willing to publicly say that they love us, the better. That's all I'm trying to do. That's what this whole podcast is about, to be honest, is just create awareness and hope that people follow along.
Yeah, and I'm excited that it's easier to follow along now by going to powerbomb.tv and using the promo code Alpha-1 for 20 days for free.
Boom. Anything else you want to add?
I was just going to say, if you want to plug your couple things here while you guys are closing out the show, and then we'll get on out of here, and I'll spend all of tomorrow editing together all of our misadventures.
Yeah, and make sure that you don't quit after my promo, because there's a great promo with Gregory Iron that you need to see after this. Promo code Alpha-1 is for powerbomb.tv, 20-day free trial, ALPHA and the number 1. Check it out. Honestly, it's worth it. We have some live streams coming up, so catch up so that you can watch live and you're not missing any of our story-driven show. ProWrestlingTees.com/Ethan Page. That's pretty straightforward. Twitter @officialego and Instagram @official_ego.
All right, I am at Brent Brookhouse on Twitter. You can follow my writing at CagesideSeats.com. They are the good people who make this podcast possible. I write a daily column there every morning, and this podcast goes up in a YouTube format there every week. I will also be launching a new podcast sometime in the next week, but I'm not going to give the URL right now because I need to make sure that it's ready to be live before I give that URL. But got the graphics in finally, and everything's good to go. Got some features in the works. Should be good stuff. So, yeah, there's that. That's it, man. 2.5 hours. Good Lord. This is as much of you as I can take in one night.
Come on.
No, this was a good time. Hopefully somebody gets something out of this. And beyond that, I will talk to you next week.
Yeah, man.
It's all ego. You're in the presence of history in the making up. It's not confidence, it's all ego. It's not confidence, it's all ego. It's not confidence, it's all ego. You're in the presence of history in the making up. It's not confidence, I'm never wrong. I'm a living monument to being better than anyone. So tell me something I don't